Hey guys, it's Blast with Guns here. Today we're talking about a new gun that I picked up. This is going to be my new carry gun. Now, I don't usually switch out carry guns all that often. But when I do, well, I say that. When doing these videos, I switch out carry guns quite often. But this is a gun I actually got to pick up. I'm going to carry for a while. I picked it up yesterday. So, the gun, if you guys know me or watch my videos or watch any of my like Top Gun videos, I am not a huge fan of this gun. I've owned these before. I've never owned this one, but I owned one in 9mm. The gun is the M&P Shield 45. Is what we got here, as you guys can tell by the title. So, you know, I've had an M&P Shield before. Was never a huge fan, and I'm not a huge fan of 45. I've never have been. I like 40 usually better, or 357 SIG, or even some nice 9mm. Or I'll carry a revolver and 357, which is probably one of the best rounds around. But the gun in general is, you know, has a nice sight picture, very slim, very lightweight. You know, the only thing I'm not a huge fan of is the slide release. For me, when I'm trying to drop it with my thumb, I cannot get a good purchase on it. It's just a little too small. This one is without a manual safety. The only way I'll carry a gun is if I don't have a manual safety at all. That is the only thing I have. I usually carry double single action, not striker fired guns. I'm usually not a huge fan of striker fired guns. But I kind of got drawn to this Smith for some reason. I've had shields before. I wanted something a little smaller, easier to carry, but I wanted something a little different than 940 for these videos. And I have a few 45s, but I don't have a small 45 like this. You know, I've had plenty of them. I had the Springfield, that XDS 45. I try not to mention that company on my channel anymore. I sold that gun right after the whole thing happened with Rock River Arms and stuff. But it does have a nice, decent little mag release. A little small, you know, for a big hand guy. Now the best thing about these 45s that I like is this texture right here. You know, your texturing on your grip is actually quite nice. Because like my 9mm, I had a problem when I was shooting it, and it's probably my hand, but the way I was shooting it, you know, you'd be shooting it, and every once in a while, if I rapid fired, the gun would go like this and twist in my hand. So it'd be like I was shooting it, and it would twist in my hand like that every once in a while, and I'd have one flyer. Now I don't think I'll have that with this way this grip is. Now I put Talon grips on my other one, and still had a little bit of that problem. So I'm hoping I don't have that problem, but it's only with rapid fire. For a carry gun, I'm not too worried about it. Now the gun did come with 2 magazines. One with an extension that is a 7-round magazine, and one flush that's a 6. So the flush fits in there, you know, right nice and flush. For me, I can barely get my pinky on it, but that's not a big deal for me. And then most people like the extended, where you can easily get your pinky on it. I do carry it sometimes with an extension, so because when it's in my holster, the holster I have for it, I can get a better grip on it when it's inside the waistband. So that's probably how I'm going to carry it. I'm also going to probably put night sights on this. I like night sights when I'm carrying a gun. Now to take down the Smith & Wesson, and I know there's tons of videos on this, you lock the slide to the rear. You move this little takedown lever, drop the slide, pull the trigger, and the slide comes right off the gun. Now these polymer frames are a lot like the 9mm shields. You know, there ain't much difference. I know this gun's only a little tiny bit longer, and a little bit fatter than my 9mm shield. Nice double cap recoil spring, and your barrel. Now it's field stripped. Put it back together the way it was. frame, and slide it up. And then drop your lever, and you're back to go. Now, the one thing I do not like about the M&Ps, any of the M&Ps, is actually the stock trigger. I am not a fan of the stock trigger. I do not like the way this thing breaks down here. I wish I had like a little dingus, like a Glock, even though I'm not a Glock fan. But the trigger is a little spongy, but has a decent break. And when it comes down to the reset is about right there. So, to give that from a better point of view, the reset's right there. No take up on the reset, and a decent little break. This might get an apex trigger at some point just because I don't like the way that breaks in the middle. I'm not a fan of the way that breaks in the middle. It always feels like I'm going to break this trigger every time I shoot it. Now, I've heard that from quite a few people, but all the way around, I mean, the gun slides nice, not overstrung where you can't get a hold of it. These front serrations, to me, are fucking pointless. There is no need to have them. You can't really press check it that well. I mean, you can kind of press check it like that far. But anything more than that, you just slip off the gun because of the way the frame's built here. It bevels out. So when you grab a hold of it, when you hit that, you just go like that and you just slide open. I mean, you can get to like right there. Then when you go try to bring it back further, you can't. So I usually clamshell it, slingshot it. Usually I use back serrations anyway. I mean, I guess you could. You got no grip when you do that. Do it that way. You know, that's actually the way the clam hold. The best way you get the most grip out of your hand. You know, slingshot it works too if you can do it. But the back serrations are real nice. You can get a pretty good grip on that gun to launch that, get your slide. So the back serrations are decent. Now I do like these better over the M&P .2 compacts because you don't have the little cutout where they used to have a safety. I never liked that about the M&P 2.0. So, that's one thing I do like about the Shield. The Shield is definitely slimmer. I mean, it's a single stack gun. Usually I do not carry single stack guns. But, make it a little bit of a exception, just because I want something a little more easier to conceal. I was carrying the Taurus 66M for a while, or M66, 7-shot revolver. So I'm kind of losing out, because I'm not a huge fan of 45. 45 is a big, slow-moving bullet. And I'm just not a big fan of 45 in general. There's a lot better rounds out there nowadays. But, with that said, it's good enough for self-defense. I mean, a 45 will kill somebody, a 380 will kill somebody. A 22 mag hit in the right area will kill somebody, a 22 will kill somebody. 32, you know, matters what you want to carry. I mean, I got a buddy right now that's carrying a 32 little pocket pistol in the pocket. You know, he's perfectly fine with that. He'd rather have that than a pointy stick. You know, I guess, you know, if somebody's going to rape you, you know, everything is better than anything. So, not, you know, anything's better than nothing, you know. So, it's one of those things. I'm just going to try it out. Who knows, this gun might be gone by the time I do a final review on it. But, if I don't like it, it will be gone. But it's a gun I definitely want to show you guys and kind of do like a out of the box what I think of this gun. I can definitely be critical of this gun. A lot of the guns, like I hear people say every once in a while, they email me and say, boy, you like every gun you have. Well, yeah, normally when I buy a gun, I already know I'm going to like the gun before I even buy it. But, you know, there is guns I buy where it's a little questionable. I had a little bit of a weak moment, and I picked this up. So we'll see what happens. I'm not usually a full good fan of these guns. You know, if worse comes to worse, I'll trade it off for something else. Probably switch it off for a Beretta for a 3-gun. But I would like to have another Beretta again here soon. But, you know, we'll see what happens. I'll carry it for a while. I do carry this in a Gallico holster. There's a little pancake, kind of like pancake with an opening. Fits in it just perfectly, no issue. It's 4 and 9. So I found out a lot of the 9 holsters will fit this gun. There ain't that much of a difference, which is nice. And I do like the texture, and the grip feels pretty good on it. So that's what I like about the gun now. The only thing this comes with is the 2-round magazines. So the 2-round magazines are 2 magazines, not 2 round magazines. 2 magazines, 1.6, 1.7. Now the other thing I don't like is they have this plus one that's for the butt plate. So this actually only holds 6, and this one holds 7. So the plus one. You know, like I wish this one said 6 and this one said 7, but that's my personal preference. And it comes with a trigger lock. You know, your normal gun lock that comes down through here and locks up. You know, I'm not a huge fan of that either. So, you know, I got a drawer of them. So, you know, I don't need another one. But it comes in a regular cardboard box. Anybody that's bought a Shield. Shield's one of the most bought carry guns around. I think they're even bypassing Glock now, which is good because I think the gun is better than a Glock. I am not a Glock fan. Eventually, I probably will have one just to have one because every gun guy needs a Glock. But I am not a Glock fan. So, but that's the video on the. This is the video on the M&P 45 Shield. Remember to like and subscribe. Email me if you got any questions. Hit me up in the comments. You know, if you're not a Shield person, tell me why. Tell me why you're not an M&P guy. Because I am not an M&P guy, and I can explain that, you know, later on. They just don't usually fit my hand that well. That one does. So, I'm just not a huge fan. I think there's better guns for the price, but, you know, hell, this one was used. I got a pretty good price on it, so I figured why not, you know, try it out and go for it. So, that was one of the biggest reasons I bought it, was because it was used at a decent price. But, thank you guys, and have a nice day.